And good morning, everyone, especially good morning, Dennis and Ruth Williams. And I'll just turn this over to you, Dennis, but just as an introduction, if you've been around very long, Dennis is one of the pioneers in doing presentations, and you've probably sponsored more people into Nikken than any other single person, a lot of that vicariously through your VHS things. You were kind of the plug and play guy. People had be excited, and then they'd just go over to somebody's house and say, hey, let's watch this video together, and you would present this and people would say, wow, that looks great, sign me up. So here's the latest rendition. So Dennis Williams, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Dave. Yeah, a long time ago when we started, of course, we didn't even have internet, let alone anything to show anybody anything with. And so we had a friend come over with this VHS camera, big clunky thing that sat on his shoulder, and took a video of me doing a presentation, and made lots of VHS cassettes and started a company called Blue Ribbon Video for him. And like I said, a lot of those went out all over the place, but things have simplified, and those presentations were kind of lengthy and long, but now people's attention span is a little bit shorter. So our good friend and business partner Diamond Rick Murphy created this presentation actually, and I just kind of modified a couple of slides a little bit. So we'll go ahead and go through it. There's a picture of Ruth and I, that's my wife, and like I said, we didn't pay attention for the first 6 months in Nikken, but we finally realized the value of what we really had a hold of here, and it wasn't much longer after that. It was our full-time career, and this coming December it'll be coming up on 30 years. It's hard to believe, but that's pretty awesome. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started here and find the little button. Nikken can help, and that's the biggest thing. We ask questions and listen, and then provide solutions to people. A good question I like to ask a lot of times is, if there's one thing in your life that you could change that would make it better, what might that be? That's not like you're interrogating someone. Just say, hey, there's one thing, just curious, if there's one thing in your life that you could change, it would make it better, what might that be? And people tell you things, and no matter what they tell you, Nikken can probably be a solution to help them with that, whether it's financial, social, health-wise, physical, anything, And that's the beautiful thing about this. Our job is simply to ask questions and listen and educate, and it's their job to decide. So we're decision collectors, I guess you'd say. So what Microsoft did for the computer and Apple did for the phone, Nikken has done for our health. Countless billions of dollars have been spent by a lot of people to study sickness, but nobody's really studied health too much. Nikken has spent over 4 decades doing exactly that, and we're ready to share the answer with the world, beginning here and now with you. And the first question for you that don't know much about Nikken is, who are we? Who is Nikken? We're basically a research and development company that founded in 1975 to study and then solve how to make our lives better. And the company's done billions of dollars in global sales on 4 different continents, all word of mouth, and we've impacted literally millions of lives. But that's just a start, because we're ready for a whole lot more. And we've combined over 4 decades of wisdom with cutting-edge vision, and is actively launching the next phase of this iconic company's plan. And we'll soon become a household name. And I'll show you how we'll do that. If you're not familiar with this, let us introduce you to the life-changing idea of a balanced life with Nikken's 5 pillars of wellness. And those 5 pillars are supposed to be the same height: healthy body, finances, family, society, and mind, to have a balanced life. If you look at those 5 pillars and think to yourself in your own mind, on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 was everything as perfect as it could possibly be in your life, and 1 would be pretty chaotic, where might you be? What would your average be? If it's anything less than a 10, Nikken can most likely be of great help to you. And which 2 of those do you think most people would say that they're most out of balance in? And we ask that question a lot, and it's always the same answer: the first 2, body and finances. People's health and their wealth, those are the 2 biggest concerns. And the Nikken plan is designed to help you achieve these 5 pillars and get them in balance, and it's set up that anyone with any schedule or background can make balanced life a reality. We're not just talking about simply making a living or not being sick. We're talking about building a life so you can live our core mission of humans being more. The foundational first pillar, the one of those 2 that people are most out of balance in, is healthy body. And what Nikken has done is they use science to replicate nature so you can be healthy by choice and not by chance. I know our good friend Gary Lindner, Dr. Lindner, made a little wheel that I love to talk about. It's that wheel of fortune, but instead of the dollar amounts and the bankrupt and all that written in there, he has different health challenges that people have all over the world. And one little slice is good health. If you spin that wheel, hoping to land on that one little slice, your chances are pretty slim. So be healthy by choice and not by chance. Like I said earlier, Nikken is basically a research and development company that searches the world for technologies that enhance and support those vital needs of life: the air we breathe, the water we drink, the sleep we get, the food we eat, the energy we have. And it's the antidote to our toxic world of the sick care system. And our job is simply to demonstrate, endorse, and recommend these technologies. And if people see value in what we have, we connect them to our website and share, help them, get going in Nikken if they want to do that as a business with us. If they want to just be a customer, we give them good service. And in a lot of companies have little pieces of wellness. Well, only Nikken really has it all for a total wellness home. It's like building a greenhouse around your family to live in that wellness home. I call it a self-care sanctuary, if you will, taking care of ourselves and our family, living in that healthy environment. And each cell to be healthy requires a lot of things, and we're made up of all millions of cells, and they require a lot of things to be in good health, especially today with the things that are going on in this world. We really want our immune system to be strong and our cells to be as healthy as they can possibly be. And the Nikken technologies provide everything that those cells need. And whoever is showing you this video, you want to get back with them. And if you're not familiar, have them demonstrate these technologies and experience them for yourselves and use them for yourselves. And all those cells, your cells in your body can be as healthy as possible, these wonderful technologies that we have. Nikken makes being healthy pretty simple, convenient, and affordable. Our products are designed to keep the bad things out and keep the good things in, so you can become more. It doesn't matter whether you're an elite athlete, you're struggling with health issues, or somewhere in between. Our products give your bodies what they need to be at their best. They're designed to be the highest in quality, yet still be supremely affordable, and they require no training or expertise to use. If you can sit, stand, lay down, or read a label, you're a Nikken expert. I tell people, if it looks like an outline of a foot, you stand on it. If it looks like a seat, you sit on it. If it looks like a bed, you lay down on it. I mean, how complicated can that be? And the choice of healthcare versus sick care for yourself and those you love is in your hands with Nikken. The short story is we're all going to die, but there's no need to rush that. And so we ask ourselves, what can I do to extend my expiration date? And we believe that living in a wellness home might just help with that, extend that expiration date for us. Okay. I love this slide. Caution, extreme awesomeness ahead. Here's a disclaimer here. The question on the next slide may be the most important one you've never been asked. What is that? Oh, is there more to health than just being physical? I think there is. Are our lives making us sick? They are for a lot of people. How much of our health is affected by stress, by job stress, financial stress, time stress, all kinds of stress? Normal for a lot of people is getting up in the morning and getting dressed in clothes that you buy for work, and then getting in a car and driving in traffic in that car that you're still paying for to get to that job that you need to pay for the clothes in the car and the house that you leave vacant all day so you can afford to live in it. Isn't that something? I mean, how would that be every day? Stressful, I'm sure. And all kinds of problems. So physical wellness and financial wellness are inseparable. Are you okay with working 40 hours a week to build your boss's dream with no time to build your own? Are you okay with not having enough money to fund your retirement? There's, like I said, you can't separate physical and financial wellness. They're true. That's why they're the two biggest challenges most families have. So let's show you the full power of Nikken. Nikken can really help, like we said earlier, a pathway to a balanced life. Think about this. If you get those first two pillars in balance, a healthy body and healthy finances, that pretty much opens the door to the other three, don't you think? Because if you have healthy as you can be and your financial situation's in great shape, hey, you can probably have a healthier, happier family. And then you can contribute to society. It's hard to help the poor if you're one of them. And if you have all that in balance, you probably have a good peace of mind, and everything will be great in your life. And that all those things together deliver the Nikken mission of a life in balance and humans being more. And after you use these products and you see the value and you learn all about Nikken and listen to testimonies and watch videos, and be around the Nikken positive attitude people, you have some choices to make. And believe it or not, some people choose to do nothing. They're apathetic. They just want to stay where they are. Well, that's a choice. Have a nice day. And some people say, well, I'd like to use these products to start with at least. That's great. Most people probably have a Facebook account. They probably have an Instagram account. They probably have an Amazon account, right? Why not have a free Nikken Wellness account? That's what we call it, a free Nikken Wellness account. Doesn't cost anything, join, and you get a unique customer ID number and a password that you create, and you'll be given a website of your person that introduced you to Nikken. You can go anytime you want to. Log in, order away, and those products come delivered right to your doorstep. And if you start using those products and you really get value from them and see the value, be like a lot of people will become virtually unconscionable not to share with others. And so you may want to upgrade to Nikken Prime, $99 plus tax, and you can become a Nikken consultant. And you can generate some extra cash flow. You can have wholesale buying privileges. You can qualify for the helping other people, and you qualify for trips and other incentives Nikken has. A lot of people want to earn extra money. But most people, if they're working a job, they might want to have another job. I mean, sometimes people have 2 or 3 extra jobs, and that is only 24 hours in a day. And people can hardly sleep, or sleep deprived and everything else. So we recommend the solution to that is to build a part-time business with Nikken, because it can grow while you're working your full-time job. Then you can go home and sleep the other 8 hours you're supposed to. Okay, it can be working while you're sleeping actually. And so that's the wonderful thing about it. There's an old saying that we can sleep better at night if we have 2 paychecks coming in instead of 1. I think you'd probably agree with that. And eventually, you might even get to the point where you can generate enough income where you can work from home. But there's a problem with that. There's a problem with that because you might just miss your boss and your employees from your former job. Anyway, we have a full support to help maximize the Nikken experience that is right for you. And the power of Nikken International will be with you all the way. Putting health and wealth together creates my favorite product, freedom. Sometimes people ask me, what's your favorite product? I say it's freedom. The ability to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, help whoever you want to help, and never have to ask yourself, do I have the time or the money? Getting started is simple, fast, and fun. I mentioned earlier, you can upgrade your Nikken Prime for $99 plus tax. And then you can connect to get healthy and help others access our products. You can teach 3 to reach 3. That's the kind of the program that we've got lined out. We're all working on. And as you duplicate, you'll be paid as your team duplicates globally. Pretty simple concept. And the second pillar that most people are out of balance in is that healthy finances. So by sharing the gift of wellness, you can create wealth. And Nikken has combined the best parts of each type of business, a major corporation, a franchise, and a networking company, to create a revolutionary first true home career. And no matter what your age is, your background, your circumstances, it's a chance for a new beginning. You don't have to be great to start, but you got to be start to get great. And there's no doubt about that. And then a home I had on Vashon that we lived in, we had a wall, and we had back then they used to put the pictures of the people that became diamonds and royal diamonds and so forth on the cover of a company magazine that was published. And we used to take those covers if they were on our team and frame them and put them on the wall. And we had like 3 rows that were pretty long on that wall. People would come by to work on something in our home, the heating system or the elevator or whatever. And they'd often look at those pictures and say, who are all these people? They don't look like our grandkids. We had them on a different wall. And it was just kind of fun to smile and say, oh, that's just some of our friends we've helped become millionaires. And, they would typically say, well, can I be your friend? And they, hey, why not? We can always use more friends. And that's the beauty of it, And what I always pointed out to when I looked at those pictures, there were people on that wall that were young. There were people that were older. There were people that were couples that were single. People that I knew had a lot of formal education. There were people with very little formal education. And that's the beauty of Nikken. When you come into our business, they're not going to ask you for a resume. They're not going to ask you whether you've been a success or a failure. They give everyone an equal opportunity to become as unequal as you possibly can. And you won't find that in a job. And you're in business for yourself, but not all alone. And yet we have fun doing this together. And we don't get paid on signups, training, events, or tools. We only get paid when you get paid. So finally, someone got the home business right, business built fast, and a business built to last. Nikken, humans being more. So don't just live a life, live an adventure. healthy, wealthy, and free. You know, choosing to join our team and learn new skills is a choice. You can also choose to stay where you are. That's a choice as well. And here's the bottom line. It can take years in a job to get a promotion. When you agree? But in our business, you can promote yourself as fast as you want. There's no limit. They're not going to hold you back. And so what's going to be easier for you? To continue to try to get by on one paycheck? Maybe start a part-time business with Nikken so you'll have more time, better health, and more money. Would that be good? Absolutely. You know, and sometimes people think, well, this might be some little rinky-dink business, some kind, you know, it's not really kind of a little home thing. But, you know, compare it with some of the other industries out there. And a lot of people don't know this. I did some research on the internet yesterday, and this is what I found. The National Football League, that's popular. People know about that. They generate about 15 billion in revenue a year, about 15 billion. The movie industry generates about 18 billion a year, and that's kind of actually going down from years past because everybody's watching Netflix and everything else at home instead of going to the theater. And excuse me, the movie industry is about 40 million. It was the music industry that did 18, but the movie industry used to be higher than 40. But the network marketing and direct sales, leverage sales business that we're in, in 2017, the latest statistic I saw, generated $189 billion worldwide. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. You know, so when someone says, "Oh, that's some little rinky-dink deal you got going there," hey, it's definitely not, is it? And it's absolutely, you know, Ruth and I've been, like I said, almost 30 years, and this last 30 years almost has been the most rewarding period of time in our entire lives, and not just financially, but the friends that we've made, the thank yous we've heard, the lives we've literally seen change for the better. You just can't imagine anything more fun, more rewarding than what we do. And we just love sharing with other people and changing other people's lives for the better. So if you're watching this, we invite you to, if you're not a member already, we invite you to join our team and give it the person that invited you to watch this, and help us build this global wellness community that we're all building for the good of mankind. Okay? So thank you very much. Appreciate you. You bet.
Thanks, Dennis. That was awesome. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. If there's everything to gain by trying and nothing to lose, I think by all means, let's do it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you.
Take care.